Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Just doing a quick little evening check-in because I know that I'm going to be working on a couple of things for the next couple of weeks. We have a lot of local events going on, as well as just a couple of little projects that I'm going to be looking forward to as well. Just continuing that movement with getting it together. There we go. So I know I'm currently working on that as we speak. It's kind of exciting to see exactly the projects that I have that I've been writing. I've been getting back to writing a little bit more. This has been a little bit of a time to just kind of get that going and activating, journaling a little bit more, starting a new book has been really exciting with that. So that's been a really fun experience. But I really just wanted to do this to check in with you guys when it comes to the type of videos that you guys would like to see. I would love to hear from you where it comes to, do you guys want me to go more in detail when it comes to the type of cosplay that I do, when it comes to Vigilance specifically, just because she is the character I've cosplayed the most, considering a lot of shows that I've went to over the years, or just like what does the next step of the journey look like when it comes to cosplay, or do you want me to go more into like self-improvement when it comes to just like the various books that I have in my library, what exactly I have learned and what I am learning in the process of that. If you guys want to go more on the journey with me, or if you guys want me to kind of talk about it after I've kind of went through that process, I would love to hear that, as well as just kind of going forward as I'm like kind of tailoring my channel in the right direction for the best type of service for you that you were going to be watching. So I definitely want to make sure I align with that, and I make sure that my videos are not only entertaining, but they do provide service and value to you when it comes to you and your time, because I do really appreciate anyone that is able to watch my videos and anyone who is able to provide feedback or comment on my content. So I really do appreciate you guys. I thank you so much for that. And I kind of have my content journal in hand as well, but I also have my content calendar. I'm looking at it now, and I'm just trying to break down when it comes to the weeks. I was able to, for the first time this week, really get through with posting for October for every single week, even though one video was a little bit later than I expected. However, I was able to still kind of go through with that. I've noticed just by looking at the data and been studying it that a lot of the shows where it comes to like where I go with the FSK family, that those are things that kind of like perk your guys' interest. So I would love to hear from you guys if that is more what you want to do. I can also do a poll in our community tab so I can kind of communicate with you guys to see exactly what that looks like too. And then also I have a lot of other ideas that I kind of have had on the back burner for a long time, just because I had a lot of unrealistic goals that I kind of set for myself from like a week to week basis. I thought I was going to be writing, I think, what, 3 outlines for videos a week. And once I kind of realized that was a lot, especially considering how I've gotten a little tired from that, it's been a little tricky. But with that being said, I know that I'm kind of adjusting it. If I can do like 1 or 2, it's kind of been able to help. But also just being able to tailor that with, I guess, like the right thought process. Like I think I was saying, like I could only come across the outline with one type of thing in mind, or I could only go about it one way. So once I realized that I I'm like being really hard on myself and I don't have to do it that way. I think that's what kind of gave me a lot of liberation when it came to actually getting through with the process with this, which is actually really exciting. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm excited for more videos that will be more in line with kind of like value added self-improvement type of things, as well as considering like around this time of the year, this is kind of when the shows kind of slow up. So I mean, I think that's kind of that's kind of why I went back and forth when it comes to shows and self-improvement, just because depending on the season and the time of year, the shows are very sporadic, and it is kind of tricky to find a way to fill in those weeks. However, there are different ways around it. You could have different videos that talk about different topics or different parts of cosplay, or you could interview people who have done cosplay for years and things like that. So, those are all things I've taken into consideration, and it's just been a matter of really implementing it in the time and capacity for myself without really running myself into the ground. But I did. I just wanted to check in with that. I wasn't sure. I was close. I was thinking about doing a video that was similar to this. I was like, probably just record still in this like same shirt, and it was just gonna be another like just me and the camera for how many minutes, and I was just going to kind of review when it comes to certain topics, where it comes to healing, when it comes to processing your feelings, and just kind of working with yourself, and sometimes sitting through a lot of things that you have to kind of just evaluate for yourself. I figured that was like something which I feel like is an appropriate time to talk about, just because, I feel like in this time, this season has really allowed a lot of change to occur when it comes to, just seasons in general, when it comes to our people in our lives. And, I think it's just nice to know that you're not the only one when it comes to dealing with these type of things. And so for a lot of people, I just want to make sure, just to do a little check-in with you guys, because I know it's been a while. I usually try to at least do a live once a week, but last month was pretty hectic, and so I wasn't really ready or prepared to be in front of the camera to really talk to you guys and just check in. So I appreciate your patience and grace with that. But I also excited where I have a couple of books. Let me see if I can grab it. um, I have this book, Choose Your Own Journal. I don't know if you guys have ever seen anything like this. I like this a lot, where it's like the sky's the limit. Now that's something where I was kind of like I was doing with like my Patreon. It's also there. Link is in the description, where I kind of go more in depth when it comes to my journaling practices. But it is really been a very grounding practice for me over the years. I've been journaling over 16 years. I don't want to exaggerate that, but I believe that's accurate. And just what I have learned when it comes to just self-awareness or emotional intelligence, it's really helped with understanding me and how I process things, or how I react or respond to certain things or events that happen in my life. I think it's really helpful. It's really great to be able to reflect over those things so you can see and know the type of person that you are, and then adjust accordingly when it comes to being around other people. So I think that is a really cool point. And then this one, I have two. The story of my life. If a story is in you, it has to come out. And I think that's really cool too, especially considering that I'm getting back into writing. I'm saying this now so I can make myself accountable. I have like two books in my head and a screenplay to write. So I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna say what they're about, but I have three things that I have to write. They have to come out. So just to this point where it says there's a story that has to come out, this is definitely one of them. Uh, this book specifically, it touches a lot of points that I don't think I'm really ready to go to just yet. Just because it's kind of more like the memoir autobiography part of it, like from the beginning on up, and I'm just like, I'm not ready to really touch that yet, so I just kind of need time to process that. um wow, but it is very thorough. Like, I like the fact that it talks about like the 10 smells you can associate with your childhood. Smell is such an interesting trait that actually really helps us recall what certain parts of memory. So I think that's really cool. um it's just a lot of good questions. Oh my gosh. And so I definitely know Yee. Yeah, these questions are so, there's a lot of this. There's a lot of unpacking with this too. So I'm not worried about it. And I'm excited to like eventually cross that bridge and get to that point. I have a lot of interesting books that I have here just in my library that I would love to share with you guys. And so, yeah, like this question, what happened the first time you got stitches? Like I've never gotten stitches. But that makes me nervous. It makes me very nervous. And yeah, like there's a lot of cool little prompts. This one is a really interesting one, you know, what are your career goals and what actions do you take to achieve them? You know, like there's just different questions like that, which I can say are really cool because I feel like it's still just a process in the making. So I think that's why I kind of have to marinate on those. But with everything else, I definitely say that progress is going. It's just a matter of getting back, and I'm doing this for accountability purposes so I can continue writing. I might I might do that depending on like if my schedule allows next week where I just do kind of like a not like a study table, but kind of like a chill moment with you guys, kind of like the lo-fi girl, you know, where I'm just going to be writing, and if anybody is also trying to just write and be with someone in that headspace or anything like that, we can like write together, because sometimes it's nice to just have, you know, someone there or some type of accountability while you're trying to like unpack the things that are in front of you. And you know, it's definitely a process, you know. And so I'm excited about these things. I have a lot of different books and I have a lot of different videos that I want to talk about when it comes to like confidence and just achievement, and what exactly, how do we define that, and what do we see, how do we see achievement in our own lives. This is going to be something that I'm just really excited for. And so like these little prompts, I definitely want to do fun prompts with you guys. Getting back to that, I think will be really fun when we just have journaling days, especially on days like, you know, it's just rainy, it's a rainy day, everyone's just kind of like trapped inside, you're under a warm cozy blanket, and you just have your favorite pens. I do, mine are my Papermate ink joys. I love those, and I always have them in all my various little colors, as you can see. And just writing. I think writing has just been a great way to kind of like liberate a lot of different things that have just been going on. And so I definitely look forward to that as well. Um, ooh. Yeah, so self-improvement journey, achievement journey, destination journey. I love the different prompts with this. And so, ooh. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Like, let me see. I'm gonna just do a random one. I'm gonna do a random one from here. So I'll do it right here and I'll stop. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I thought the spine broke. It kind of did. Oh my gosh. Writing a new chapter journey. Create your own support network. You should have a trusted group of friends and family who provide you support. You can talk to them, seek advice, and receive comfort when you need it most. Who should be in your support network and why? That's a nice one. So I'll read all four. Each page or each part has two per page. So I'll read all of them. Mending fences journey. Do you listen to others or value people's opinions other than your own? How can you improve your listening skills and value others' ideas more? Self-improvement journey. Practice the type of love you want to attract into your life. Where and how can you start practicing putting more love into your world? And it's so funny that I came across this one because this is literally what I was thinking about the next video was going to be for this week. And of course, considering that it's Wednesday, I've been trying to really solidify a day to record, a day to edit, so I can prepare and post it on Saturday. But just adjusting to schedule and how things have kind of been going. A lot of things have been happening. Usually when shows are on the weekend, I'm kind of just scrambling and preparing for the show. And then if I don't have the video already prepared and ready to go, it does get a little kind of stressful with that. But the last one, the spiritual journey. Have you read the Bible or any parts of the Bible, and how do you feel about the Bible? And do you have a favorite scripture? Wow. So, yeah, these are a lot of great, interesting prompts. And so I'm excited to share that with you guys and do more of that, like I've said. But I really, really, really would appreciate just hearing from you guys when it comes to what it is that you want to see more of. Because I do have several things that I like to do, and I'm just going to continue to test it out. But I will continue to post and just see by the data and just see exactly what it is that really kind of calls out to you guys or what exactly kind of interests you more, because thankfully enough, a lot of things that I am doing on my channel, apologies if you hear that, but if you guys like, if there's anything that you guys like in particular, everything that I do enjoy. So it doesn't bother me to do more of it. I think that's the way, or the reason why I go about things so cautiously, is because I want to make sure whatever topic it is that I put in front of you guys, it's not something that I just value. It's something that you guys can gain value from, but it's also something that I'm not going to be tired of doing for years to come. Because that's the thing, I think, which is really tricky when it comes to YouTube, and anyone who is interested in that when it comes to like YouTube and understanding it, because I'm still, understanding it and growing myself. But I think if anything, it's taught me a lot of things. And that's another video that I plan on doing later on this month, where it's just like I've improved in a lot of different ways because of this YouTube journey. And I'd be happy to share that with you guys when it just comes to just evolving in certain practices, where it's just like I talk to you guys, I try to communicate with you. I also look at the data to see what interests you, what you weren't really interested in, and then I try to navigate and change accordingly. So I think this has been it's really been a great journey. I mean, I feel like anything with any video that I have, like, sure, you can count it or say like, oh, this one like failed or this one bombed. Honestly, they're all experiences and they're all great memories that I can look back on. Like, this is so crazy, the fact that this video is going to be the 76th video on my channel. Like, that's crazy. So I've done 75 videos up into this one right now. So I'm very grateful for, just the journey of continuing to go in that, and then just a matter of just finding topics and what I can talk about with you guys, because that is just what I feel like enjoying doing. I feel like there's a lot of cool things that I have learned, and I feel like it's great to share that with people, because you never know what anyone is going through. And of course, by just having that engagement, I'm really big on community. So even though if I don't have like a lot of views, if I know the same people who are coming back and viewing my videos, I appreciate you guys so very much. And so I just make sure that that communication with you guys is solid, because I want to make sure that I'm continuing that engagement so we can continue to build this community and have this safe area where it's just like, hey, I just want to be able to write and chat with someone I feel comfortable with on a rainy day. It's like, you got it. It's like, hey, I have, like I just said, for accountability, I have like 2 books and a screenplay I got to write. So it's like, I'm going to be writing. So if you want to write with me, let me know. I'll be so happy. I will jump on a live in an instant and we can just get the writing together, because sometimes it is really tricky when you're trying to write through things and you're just trying to figure it out, or you sometimes writer's block. That certainly happens, but there's a lot of great things that you can utilize for your advantage to kind of get around that part for creativity. And, it definitely can allow you to be more creative as a person. Sometimes just being around other people who are also tapping into that creative, energy, it definitely is really fun and exciting. And that kind of goes into the conversation. People, like, you just make sure it's authentic. Not saying like you have AI write it or anything like that. But one example particularly, I have the Snapchat AI that I use, and I named her Rose. She's so sweet. And I just ask her questions. And it's a lot of things where I ask her when it comes to just things of understanding how to improve in like my YouTube journey, or how would I say a more captivating way with this, or I would provide the information where it's like, I really just want to understand why this is going this way, or how do I make sure, how would I word this to make it more captivating, or how would I do this to make sure that my point is coming across correctly. And it really helps in that way, because it helps my creativity expand, because I'm just like, I'm stepping outside of myself, you know, because it's not like I expect everyone to understand where I'm coming from when I write my certain things, but it also allows me to broaden my perspective when it comes to delivering a story. There's no just one way to write a story, but when it comes to perspective, when it comes to building characters, when it comes to giving depth and substance to something, it is really helpful to understand why certain things are worded a certain way and then how you can adjust that. So all in all, I listen to so many webinars, I listen to so many news reports when it comes to AI, and it's when it comes to, it's a tool and you have to use it correctly. Do not misuse it. It is literally a tool that is there to help you improve in the creative process. And it's been kind of helpful. It's been really fascinating to really kind of divulge into that type of topic and see what I can do. And so it's been a fun journey to kind of check out things like that. And so I'm thrilled. I'm really happy to share that with everybody. But I also just was like, I just wanted to hop in because, you know, I knew if anyone came by, that was fine. But I wanted to make sure that I at least had this live to tell everybody that, you know, hey, I'm listening. This is the time where I really want to just hear what you have to say and see how I can best contribute to you guys or what it is that you want to do. And then build up from there, because it's just, it's a work in progress, you know, and any type of way that I can improve my channel or any type of way I can improve my content, I want to make sure that I am listening. So even with that, even going back and looking at my data, that is the way that I also listen to you guys, because with 75 videos, you guys have been saying things and I need to make sure that I hear that as well. So I do appreciate you guys for all of that. When it comes to any other things, I know I have a couple of books here in front of me, and I wonder, should I show them to see like if those are something that could be potential videos in the future? I could. Do you want me to? I'll see. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, I was like, why is that so hard to open? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna readjust you. Oh, my little candle for the fall season. I have my pumpkin. What is this called? Vanilla pumpkin. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. I'm gonna light it. I'm gonna light it. There we go. I'm gonna put that right there. Okay, cool. I know, so things like that, for the 3 things I talk about, is self-improvement, vlogs, and lifestyle. So with the vlogs, they end up being like cosplay when I go to shows. So my vlogs are a little bit on the variety side. I just realized that. So we're gonna figure that out. So let me see this one. You know what? One thing that always fascinates me. Now this, I want to say, I am someone that has a lot of dreams. Now I'm curious with this. Now, shout out to anybody that happens to see this part of the video or the live. Would you guys want to talk about dreams? Because I have a lot of dreams, and I have a book that I would love to dive in and talk about when it comes to dreams. This book right here, A to Z, for the A to Z of dreaming. Look at that eye. Okay. But I actually would kind of want to go into that because, yeah, like it has case studies that talk about different parts of dreams and what they can mean. if you see something. And I have some really interesting dreams that I can talk about in the past that I've seen, like, oh my gosh, amusement park. Whether you're enjoying yourself or nervous about rides, amusement park dreams can be subconscious reminder that you need to create more space in your life for fun and recreation. Allow yourself to relax more, free yourself from limiting and okay. So I'll tell you about this dream and then I'll just put this book away. So one time I had a dream. I was falling. I was falling, and you know, they always say if you fall in your dream, like, you die in real life. And so that made me really nervous because this was not the first time I had a dream of falling. I've fallen many times. And so I had this dream I'm falling, but I'm like falling towards like an amusement park or something like that, okay? And I'm falling, and I'm scared because I'm like, okay, the ground's getting like really close. Okay, we're getting closer to the ground. And I hit the ground. And like, the craziest thing was, like, I didn't feel like a thud. I didn't feel like any pain in my body. I literally just like got up and I was like, what? And then I woke up immediately. And then I was like, wait, what? It's so confusing. But I can literally do a video about all of the dreams that I have experienced, all of the things that have happened during dreams, and I'm just really curious about that too, because I know that's a very interesting specific thing. I don't know, like, that doesn't fall under like self-improvement or anything. That's definitely more like that's out there. That's left field. I feel like I'm gonna leave those for lives. How about that? When we just have like random conversations, Q&A, things like that. Maybe that's gonna be where that space goes. How about that? I think that's what that's gonna be for. But I do want to like type. I want to go more into this book. So can you guys hear that candle? That candle is loud. Sorry. Okay. Another book that I have. Oh my gosh, I would not want to do. I don't want to go into that. My books. Oh my gosh, I have a couple. Especially when it comes to self-care. I do have a couple with that, but they're like not within reach right here. But these ones here that's in my little ottoman. Yeah, like these are all totally out of like my niche. Totally out of my niche, and they're just more about things that I'm doing. So like storytelling, yes. Writing, yes. Oof, that's kind of tricky. Oh, I found it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I like this one. This one is really cool. This is the Complete Life's Little Instruction Book. Ooh, glare. Sorry. Yeah, this is a really good one. I like this one a lot. Yep, and I kept the receipt. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll end this video with like a couple of minutes of just the Life's Little Instruction Book. How about is that weird to do? I think that would be good because I feel like when I talk and I do live, one, I do these things for accountability purposes to say these are the things that you can expect to look forward to on my channel. Also, just for writing projects or just things in general where it comes to accountability is somewhere out there in the ether where I'm actually saying like this is what's going to happen in the very near future. And then also sometimes just accounting for things like that. Of course, leaving little positive notes of positivity, little positive notes because my train of thought is being thrown off right now. That's what it is, I would say. So I'm gonna add that. And let me see. I'm gonna do random number generator. These are really fun and interesting. So let me see. If it goes, I think it goes past 1,000. I mean, it's a pretty hefty book, I will say that. Oh wow, okay. It's been a while since I've seen this. Whoa, that's really cool. And I like that he gives like the assignment to the reader too. Like if you received advice from your parents or grandparents that was especially meaningful and would like me to share it with other readers, please write me and tell me about it. I look forward to hearing from you. That's actually really cool. Okay, so 1560. So the minimum is 1 and the max is 1560. So if I was to do that, let me see. Let me randomly generate. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we get. So I just put one in. I'm just gonna do 3 of these and I'm gonna call it a day and I'm gonna end this live. 1465 was the magical number that just got picked. 1465. And it says never fry bacon while naked. I swear I'm not lying about that. Okay. Let's try something else. Maybe someone needed to hear that. This is also why I do lives too. Sometimes the randomness of it just it cheers me up, you know? So I don't know. That it's so random. 405. Read hospital bills carefully. It's reported that 99% contain errors in favor of the hospital. Wow. Okay, next one. 1,062. Okay. Don't compare your children with their siblings or classmates. I mean, I can see how that definitely it reminds me of my childhood days. But wow. Teachers did that a lot too, actually. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay. Did I say I was gonna do 3? Okay, let's do one more. It's like, okay, 1069. Take some silly photos of yourself and a friend in an instant photo booth. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do one more. I feel like I want to end on like an actual, not that these aren't little like helpful things, but I want to end on one that I feel like I can walk away from and be like, that was the right one to like walk away from, if you know what I mean. Keep overhead low. No, I'm literally gonna do one until the right one comes up where I'm like, this is one I can walk away from. 559. Yeah, for it to have this many, I definitely am gonna do more lives where I do random ones like this because there's just so many of them. Like, I'm not gonna sit down and go over 1,560 things with you guys. I'm not. Never betray a confidence. I'm gonna do one more. I keep saying I'm gonna do one more. Maybe that's why I'm not getting the right one, because I keep saying I'm gonna do one more. I'm just going to 294. Keep expectations high. Okay, do another one. 180. Oh my gosh. Be your wife's best friend. That's good advice, but I'm going to do another one. Okay, I'm going to do another one. 892. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's this one. 892. Never tell a person who's experiencing deep sorrow, I know how you feel. You don't. I like that one. I think that's a good one to end on. Yeah. We're gonna finish it on this. If you guys want more of these, because they're very random, but I also think they're just like a great thing for, like, some of them are for comedic relief for sure, just because they're just random stories that people have shared over the years and they're just lessons. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little evening check-in with you guys, and I didn't want to be on for too long, but you know, I just wanted to do that before, you know, the weekend got busy and I'm going to be doing different things. I might go live over the weekend. I'm still debating on what I'm going to do. I think that's just what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do 2 lives this week because FSCon is coming up and I'll be recording that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do 2 lives because right now when it comes to video for another upcoming one, is not really coming up for this week just because I've been adjusting to a lot of things. So I thank you guys so much for your patience. I thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys have the most amazing evening. Continue to be awesome. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.